Welcome to SOS Media, your number one source of the latest news, opinions, and in-depth investigations that dig deeper into today's developing stories around the globe. The United States of America is a country where firearms are deeply tangled with race, social class and security. Deliberations about them are in most cases thought of in the direction of politics and sensationalism. As police officers try daily to bring to an end street-level gun violence, it's very vital for us to comprehend how firearm laws in the United States play out in reality, overturning deep-rooted beliefs about them and who should be in their possession at any particular point in time. Unfortunately today, there are several ways in which teenagers are getting access to firearms. Many of them have even confessed to finding guns hidden beneath cars and behind garbage bins. Surprisingly again, many teenagers apprehended in gun-related violence confess to getting them as gifts from family and friends, or acquiring them from people who steal and traffic them for money. We can now clearly see that these means of gun acquisition are every so often attractive to children and teenagers who are not able to legitimately buy a gun, due to an age requirement or their criminal background. We can now subsequently observe the fact that getting rid of guns from the streets is like gazing into a deep hole. Lots of guns are scattered throughout Chicago, with no record of their origin or even information about their previous owners. The Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx said that the sickness of American gun culture is that we have conditioned everyone to believe that safety comes at the trigger of a gun, and it's just not true, she emphasized. Foxx further warns that the culture tells us that everybody needs a gun. There are barriers about who gets a gun, thus, there are disparities in who gets charged with them and who has the privilege to have them, she adds. In the same vein, it's very sad that 4 teenagers have now been charged in the fatal shooting of a 24-year-old Chicago police officer during a robbery spree. Irina Preston was slain last weekend as she headed for home from work. The suspects bypassed her in a sedan and later charged back, surrounding and firing at her as she stood in front of her house. One of the teenage assailant, who also happens to be the youngest of the 4, openly bragged to a friend on how they had executed Preston's murder with ease and precision. Fortunately, the friend alerted police, who then swung into action, ultimately arresting them. Irina's father, Alan Preston, who lives in Los Angeles, described his daughter as a beautiful soul who always saw the best in people and had long wanted to be a police officer. "This was my baby, everything I did was for her," he said. "I don't know what to do right now. I will be dealing with this for the rest of my life," he added. Her mother, Dion Moon, accepted her daughter's master's degree in criminal justice and law enforcement administration from the Loyola University's Chicago School of Law, days after Preston was fatally shot near her Avalon Park home. "I stand before you guys today as a mother, a heartbroken mother, a mother that's full of anger and rage," she said, before adding that she really felt sorry for the young people accused in her daughter's killing. Irina Preston is also survived by her mother and younger twin sisters. Absurdly, the shooting of Preston occurred a little more than 2 months after Officer Andres Mauricio Vasquez Lasso was also killed in the line of duty. Lasso was shot near a Gage Park Elementary School on March 1 as he chased after an armed suspect who had threatened his girlfriend. Again, a 19-year-old teenager, Stephen Montano, was charged with Lasso's killing and is being held without bail at the Cook County Jail pending trial. With all these brutal killings rampantly happening in Chicago, it would be prudent to reinforce and ensure implementation of the Illinois red flag laws. The state of Illinois passed its own red flag law back in 2019. The law allows family members to petition courts to provisionally confiscate firearms from individuals who pose a danger to themselves or others. The red flag law also prevents those under the order from purchasing new firearms. The Firearms Restraining Order law in Illinois was established to curb situations like these, where you have an individual who's having either mental health issues or a person in crisis, and they are a threat to themselves or others. There is definitely need to let people know that these laws do exist and can be implemented as one of the efforts to reduce gun misuse, especially by teenagers. According to Wayne Williams, red flag laws, also referred to as firearm restraining orders in Illinois, are not a political issue but just a tool for prosecutors and for the public to be able to make sure that our neighborhoods are safe. If it's used the right way, it doesn't infringe on anyone's rights, he says. It's quite obvious that a lot of people today don't know that they have this tool at their disposal. But we should agree that with all these fatal teen-led shootings that we've been seeing happening in Chicago over and over, it's absolutely important that everyone understands that they can and should go to law enforcement if they see any warning signs. Thank you for watching today's video brought to you by SOS Media. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our videos. Also remember to leave your comment about today's topic in the comment section below.